Okay, everybody. Today we're at Barry's Car Barn, located in Intercourse, Pennsylvania. I tell you, driving up here, it's approximately 70 miles outside of Philadelphia, but it's a nice ride. There's a lot of farmland out here. We got a little bit of snow last night, so when you drive along the roads, you can see the farms with the snow covered. It looks beautiful. I'm going to try to take some pictures on the way home. But like I said, we're at Barry's Car Barn. It's a classic car museum. This is my first time here. A couple of my friends have told me about this place, and they said, you got to check it out, man. If you're in the classics, this is the place to go. All right, so sit back and enjoy and get the popcorn ready. All right. Okay, everybody. I'm here with Bill, and he's going to give me the guided tour of this place. I tell you, there's about 50 cars here, all classics, and on top of that, they got classic or antique gas station signs and plating. And outside of the building, they have some old gas station pumps. What do you know how old those pumps are?
Some of them go back to the early 1900s.
Early 1900s, okay. And I see you have some the glass gas pumps there.
Yeah, like that one there, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one there, early 1900s, I'd say probably around 1920s.
Wow.
And they were, you pump them up by hand, and then the gas goes up top.
Okay.
It fills up there, and then when you come in with your car, they take this nozzle and put it in your car, and it's gravity fed.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then you can tell by looking at this how many gallons they put in your car.
Oh, great. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you don't see these things for many years.
No.
In some great shape. And in the back along the wall there, they got a couple more, some Essos.
There, I'd say you're moving more into the 50s.
In the 50s, okay. Mm-hmm. Nice, very good shape. Yeah, they're worth some money, you know.
Yeah.
Look at that one in the back there. It's got the Mohawk gasoline. That's nice, very nice. 15 cents per gallon.
Yeah.
I don't remember those days.
No, I don't either.
That's crazy. God, you're looking at like $4 a gallon now, you know. Okay, so, all right, let's take a look at some of these cars here. You got a Fuelie here.
This is 1957.
Okay.
That's the first year for fuel injection.
Okay.
And this, Barry told me, was number 800 off the assembly line.
Wow, nice. Okay.
And this also has an unusual, I think it's first year option. It has power windows.
Oh, okay. Very nice. It's beautiful. The interior, immaculate. I love the music that they're playing here too. Very nice black.
This is one of the first cars that Barry bought to collect.
Okay.
I don't know how many years he's owned this piece. It's been quite a while.
Yeah, I was just ready to ask you how long it's been. But yeah, you can tell that he takes care of it, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. All right, what do we have here? Another Corvette.
This is 58. They're lined up numerically.
Okay.
This is 57, 58, 59. Right on down the line to 1967.
My God, that silver one is beautiful. I mean, they're all beautiful, but man, that silver really catches my eye.
It sure does.
My
That
goodness.
is a nice combination.
Yeah.
And that's a 1959 Corvette.
Okay. That is beautiful. So what do we have underneath the hood?
On this one here would be a 283.
Okay.
I think this one is not, no, this one has fuel injection on it.
Oh, okay, okay. Wow.
Now, you know, the 283 came out in 1957.
Okay.
Before that, the early V8s were 265s.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I know it's, the fuelies are very rare. And that just makes the price go up even more,
Yes.
you know? That's a beautiful car.
Now, this one is a 1960. It is not fuel injected.
Okay. It's a pretty blue.
It's called Horizon Blue.
Okay.
It's
You've done this before. I was just going to ask you.
yeah, I've been here about 2 years.
Okay. Beautiful.
This is the information on this car right here.
Okay.
This one's got a 283 with a carburetor. It doesn't have a fuel injection.
Okay.
That's for this car.
Yeah, they have nice sheets here that explain like everything that the car has,
Well,
all
this-
the codes and all. Yeah.
These are the different options you could get. And then it tells you how many cars came with that option.
Oh, okay.
Like the 250 horsepower engine with fuel injection, only 100 came
Wow.
with that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then it tells you how much that cost you extra.
$484.
20 cents, yep.
Wow.
This is the beginning here. The 1960 Corvette, the baseline was $3,875.
Wow. I think the price has gone up since then,
A
hasn't
couple dollars, yes.
it? All right. I love the paint.
Now, that's
Beautiful.
the second most popular Corvette in here
Yeah.
for color.
Okay.
I think the most popular one is that Cascade Green White 56.
Okay.
That one, I nicknamed that one. I call that one Lady's Choice.
Ah, that's a good name. I love it.
Oh, they love that car.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is the second most popular color.
Okay. Beautiful. It must be fun to ride these things.
Yeah.
Does he ever take them out?
Yes.
Good,
Every
good.
car in here is capable of running.
Yeah.
Every car in here at one time or another, Barry has driven it.
Okay. Does he do his own maintenance here, or does he send it out?
He does some of his own. He's perfectly capable of doing it.
Right.
He knows how to do it. He was born and raised right next door to his father's garage.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So he's very familiar with mechanics and so forth. Because to do this, he didn't have the time to do each car.
Yeah. Yeah.
He has people that work for him that help him with them.
Yeah. They do a good job. I
And
tell you.
he does get hands-on when he has time.
Okay. All right. So here we have a
61.
61, another Fuelie. Nice color red.
Yeah, that was the car that was in the series. Well, not that particular car. But there was a series called Route 66,
Yes. Yes.
and that was what they had, a 61
Oh,
red
okay.
and white Corvette.
Nice. Beautiful. Boy, he loves his vets, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think yeah, he does.
I take it he's mostly into GMs. I see a couple Dodges.
He only has 2 Mopars in here, but I think you're going to find out he has a nice collection of Fords.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now, this is the only Corvette in here that's not original.
Okay.
Now, from what I understand, this one did not have an engine in it. There was no transmission or anything in it when he got it.
Okay.
So he put it on an Art Morrison frame.
Okay.
And that gives him all modern day suspension, steering.
Nice.
That's what they call a resto rod.
Right,
or a
right.
resto mod.
Yeah.
It's got disc brakes all the way around.
Okay. Oh, look at those wheels. Wow. Very nice. I love that black too. The
He did-
black with the wheels.
Yeah, they did a nice job on the paint.
Yeah, black convertible with the red interior.
Yep.
Beautiful. Man, he's got a nice collection here. Beautiful. Okay.
And you can see how much, the 61 and the 62 are pretty much identical. So you can see the difference between them, how much lower this one sets.
Right,
so
right.
forth.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. There is a big difference, you can tell. Okay.
And this is a 63 split window. This is the one everybody wants.
Yes, yes.
This is the rare one.
Right,
1 year
right.
only. They only did that for 1 year.
Yeah. Back at the time, they didn't like that strip, you know?
Well,
but,
there's a lot of stories about that.
yeah. But that's why it's so rare and everybody wants it.
Yep.
I love it. It's beautiful. I like this model, you know?
This one has one of my favorite engines in it.
Okay.
It has a 327, 340 horsepower.
Okay.
A single 4-barrel, and it has a high lift cam,
Yeah.
solid lifters.
Oh, okay.
And it was just a really nice engine.
It must burn some rubber.
Oh, it would. It was a high wander.
Yeah. Wow. Is that is it an automatic or
It's a 4-speed car.
4-speed? Okay, okay,
Manual transmission.
okay.
Now, Barry did not have the original 4-speed for this car. So all the numbers matching stuff was out the window.
Okay.
So when he put it together, he used a crate motor. And then he backed it up with a Tremec 5-speed.
Okay.
Well, he said it drives like a dream.
Oh, I bet.
He said
You know, when you do all that
drives-
suspension work and all that,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know. Because Corvettes, they usually have a rough ride anyway
The
because
early
they're
ones
sporty.
did. Yeah, the early ones were rough. They were.
Yeah. And close to the ground. Okay.
Then this is the Stingray series. It started in 1963
Okay.
and ended in 1967.
Okay. Beautiful. This is a silver. Okay. And with a black interior.
Right.
Beautiful. Okay. All right. What do we have here next? This white one.
That is a 1964. Like I said, they're numerically.
Yeah,
63, 64.
Okay.
It's pretty much, it's just a V8, 327, 250 horsepower, I believe. It's just a baseline engine,
Okay.
although it does have a 4-speed in it.
Okay.
But I think it's the base 250 horsepower, no charge.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the standard engine.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
That one, the retail on that originally, it begins at 42.50.
Wow. Unbelievable.
You know, you couldn't touch it for that today.
No way. No way. It's got the original wheels and, you know, on there.
Knockoff hubs.
Yeah, okay.
And they both, the 64 and the 65, both have side pipes on them.
Okay, yeah. That's a nice color, red.
Yeah, that's. And then,
Beautiful. My goodness.
what color is that? That was Rally Red.
Rally red, okay. Wow.
There again, this is a 327 with a 4-barrel on it.
Okay.
This is one of my favorites here. I think I just really like this Corvette. It's a 1966 coupe.
Yeah,
And
it
it's
is
just
nice.
it's a Mossberg green.
Okay.
And it just has a real clean look to it. I think it, to me, I think it's one of the best looking Corvettes in here.
It is. I like this one, the black one, and that red one right there, and the silver.
Yeah, oh yeah. You have good taste.
Yeah, yeah.
But this one here just sort of catches my eye.
Yeah,
Every time I see it, I like it.
You know what it is? It's a different color. You know, you don't see this color.
No, not many.
Yeah, that's
And it's
what
got
it
the
is.
knockoff wheels.
Okay.
And of course, this is the last year for the Stingray series.
Okay.
This is a 67.
Okay. Nice white. Okay.
And of course, he's got some motorcycles.
Yeah, I see that. We're going to be looking at that too. And I'm going to show the interior in this one. Very nice. With a cassette player, not an 8-track.
We have a couple cars in here with 8-tracks.
Yeah. I had a car come in years ago in the shop I used to work at. It had a record player in it.
I've heard of that. I've seen car shows, you know, back in the day when people had a record player in it.
Yeah, crazy. Okay, so we got a nice Indian here.
This is a beautiful old Indian. It's a 1947.
Okay.
And
Look at that.
I had an elderly lady in here one day. And she just was studying this motorcycle like you wouldn't believe. So I had to know what was going on here, so I went over and, you know, talked to her.
Yeah.
And she told me in 1950, she was 19 years old.
Okay.
And she bought one almost identical to this.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And she said, what do you think I did with it? And I said, well, I hope you rode it. She said, I did ride it.
Yeah, yeah.
From Pennsylvania to Florida and back.
Wow. Okay.
19-year-old girl all by herself.
God bless her.
And she was real proud of that.
Yeah. Amazing. You know, I particularly like the Indians over the Harleys. I like the look, you know.
Yeah, there's a few things that are different, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'm not a rider, but I do like the motorcycles.
Well, she was not a very big lady.
Yeah,
now, granted, you know, she might have shrunk a little bit, but
yeah,
that's a lot of motorcycles.
Yeah, yeah.
And she said she did just fine with it.
Wow, unbelievable. Okay, so we speaking of Harley.
That's a Harley. That's 1946.
Okay, beautiful.
And then another Indian.
Yeah, that's beautiful too. Wow, nice blue. What year is this one?
This one is a 1953 Indian
53.
Chief.
Okay.
And this one here is a race bike.
Oh, okay.
Board racer.
Wow.
And that's an old Harley Davidson board racer.
That's cool.
I don't know. I'm not sure what the year is.
Yeah.
That's that one there's 13.
Okay. Wow.
This is interesting too. This is in a acetylene tank.
Oh, okay.
And you see where the hoses go.
Oh, to the light. Okay.
So you turn the acetylene on.
Yeah.
And you can see this opens. You light it with a match. Got your headlight, and it's also the tail light.
Okay, that's crazy. All right. Nice. Hey, that's the way they did it back then, you know.
Safety wasn't a big concern.
No. Yeah, gas and, you know, a light in the front. Yeah, why not?
Then this one here, this Indian here, this is a 1914. Now that light up there, that's a carbide light.
Okay.
They use carbide in that, just like miners did on the helmets.
Oh, okay. All right.
So this, we put the carbide in here and a little bit of water, put it back.
Oh, okay. I never heard of that. I gotta look that up. That's nice.
It is a nice bike. That's been restored.
Yeah. Wow.
And then he's got a pair of the Wizards. I don't know whether you ever heard of Wizards.
I heard of a Wizard, yeah.
They became real popular, I think, because of the war.
Okay.
They were like, you could get 40, 50 miles a gallon on them.
Oh, nice.
So men that could ride them to work bought them,
Yeah.
you know, because of the rationing. And what it was, Whizzer sold a kit, and it really wasn't cheap. It was $97.55 in 1948.
Yeah, that is a lot of money.
Yep.
That is a lot of money.
That
for
gave
back
you
then.
everything you needed to convert your, this is a Schwinn,
Okay.
and it converted it over to a motorbike.
Yeah.
One of the way Barry told me to tell right away whether it was a regular Whizzer or another type, is a flexible exhaust.
Oh, okay.
They did that so you could put however you had to arrange it.
Right, right.
They got so many requests from people who didn't want to do the work that they finally built their own.
Oh, okay. All right.
They finally built a Whizzer bike of their own, and you can tell which one's a real Whizzer because of the
Solid.
exhaust is,
Yeah.
you know, they have right where they want it.
Yep. Nice. Yeah, I remember I had one when I was a kid. It wasn't a Whizzer, but it looked like a two-stroke engine on a regular bike, and it had a roller on the front wheel that spun the wheel. So that's what I had, a little two-stroke engine. That looks like a 1-gallon gas tank there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
That'd be
it will
good
get
for
you to
like-
where you. Yeah, it will get you to where you want to go.
Well, they would do 40 mile an hour.
Right. Oh, okay. Wow.
Now, one of the things Barry told me, Barry had one of these when he was a kid.
Oh, okay.
And he said he spent a long time figuring up a story if he got stopped. You know, and he said that he rode it around, he never got stopped.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Because he didn't have a driver's license yet.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Now, those 3 bikes there,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
they haven't been restored. And I don't think they're going to be, although they do run.
Okay.
You can tell when the ones Barry has that run because they got new spark plugs in them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Look at that.
This is a 1910 Harley,
Okay.
and it was the oldest motorcycle in here.
Wow.
Now it's been replaced. This one here, Barry recently bought. It's been restored.
Okay.
That's a 1909.
All right. Let's take a look at this one here. 1909.
This is now the oldest motorcycle in
Belt driven. Okay. Okay. That's crazy. You know, they went from belt driven to chain back to belt on a lot of the bikes, on the newer bikes. You know.
Yep.
All right.
Then we have, this is a Triumph.
Okay.
This is a beautiful bike. I like this bike.
Yeah.
And it was a 650cc.
Okay.
Triumph Bonneville. It's now an 850cc.
Oh. Okay.
These have been changed.
Right. Right.
It's got bigger pistons, bigger bore.
Okay.
It's been modified pretty heavily. The engine has.
Right. Right.
And I would imagine it's a pretty fast bike.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Okay. Another Harley.
Another Harley. This is a 1950.
Okay.
I kind of like this bike. It reminds me of the one my uncle had.
Yeah. 1950.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have to laugh. If you look here, that's a pool ball.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's cool. Nice. God, I mean, you wouldn't think that it's in 1950. It's in such, you know, it looks new almost, you know?
Yeah, it's nice. Yep.
Okay.
And that's your BSA.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Nice. 1965 Lightning.
And here's an interesting bike right here. This is a Rudge. It's another British bike.
Okay.
This is a 1938, but it looks much newer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a really pretty bike.
Yeah. I never heard of a Rudge, you know?
Rudge Company was started in 1894,
Okay.
and they made bicycles, they made bike saddles, motorcycle and sports car wheels.
Okay.
Then they started making their own motorcycle. And it was a very successful racing.
Right.
They
Right.
won the Isle of Man several times.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then 1938 was the last year.
Okay.
1939, they changed their factory over to making parts for radar.
Oh, okay.
And at the end of the war, they never came back.
That's a
And
shame.
they had an excellent reputation. It was
Yeah.
supposed to be a really good bike.
Nice.
I'm not up on motorcycles as much as I should.
Me neither, but it sounds like you know what you're talking about. I mean, you know, you're doing fine.
And this is your service car.
It's a what?
A Harley service car.
Oh, okay.
What they were made for and intended for was years ago they used to sell these to dealerships, car dealers, and big garages.
Right.
And if you see here, they had tow bar on the front of them. So if you wanted to get your car serviced today, they would bring this out and they would hook it to your back bumper.
Oh, okay.
Tow it back to the shop.
Yeah.
And then go get another car.
Oh, okay.
At the end of the day, they would bring it back to you.
Right, right. Oh, nice.
But they wound up being used for parking meters.
Oh, yeah.
Even ice cream salesmen.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, because you got that big container in the back there.
Because between cars, the garages used to use them to run for back and forth for parts.
Right, right.
And things of that nature.
Okay. Nice. And what I want to do is I want to get a little video of this. Looks like a...
That's a real 1959 Chevy Impala.
Okay.
The only reason it's up there, Barry bought that car knowing full well there was something seriously wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
And but he saw a lot of parts he could use because he has two more 59 Impalas that he's restoring.
Okay.
So, and he bought it. And then they checked it out and they found out the frame was rusted out. Right, okay. And he said, there was no sense spending that much money on it. Right, right. So he stripped it down for parts, and then he cut it. Yeah, nice. Very nice. The other side's over there. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, wow, okay. Nice. All right. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Well, that's a Pantera. I don't know whether you've heard of them or not. Yes, yes. They're an Italian car with the Ford Motor Company brought them in. Okay. Beautiful. They are. They were a little bit too far ahead of their time. Yeah. Let's see the inside. Nice. Okay, leather interior. Beautiful black. Yeah. Black paint is beautiful. It's just, you gotta constantly keep it clean, you know? For about 15 minutes, it looks great. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's the same way with this car here. This is Austin Healey 3000. Okay. It's a 1968. I gotta double check sometime. Yeah, convertible. I'm sorry, it's a 1967. Okay. All right, look at the front end of this. This is beautiful. I love these little cars. Awesome. You're not the only one. We have a lot. This car is quite popular. Yeah, yeah. And we have a lot of people that really like it, including my son. My son would love to have it. Oh, yeah, yeah. He's going to have to stand in line. Oh, yeah, he knows it. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, so it's got the red interior. Shine some light on it. This is interesting here. I understand. I'm not sure about this, but somebody told me if it was a two-seater, in England, they considered it a sports car. Okay. And you had to pay extra taxes. Okay. So what they did, they put jumps. Okay. Yep, yep. There's always a way to beat the system, right? That's what I was told. I don't know. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay. All right. All right, let's see what we have here. Ford this Model A Ford. This is a station wagon. Okay. And this was tied for the oldest car in here. This is a 1930. Okay. And there's the one Packard over there is a 1930. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Okay. But this one was in the same family from brand new
Okay.
until Barry got it.
Okay.
And the gentleman, the last people that had it, they were just in here last summer.
Mm-hmm.
They had a family reunion. They came in and had their pictures taken with it and all.
Oh, nice.
Somebody was in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you know where the name station wagon came from?
No.
The Ford designed these because back in the 20s and early 30s, the roads were not too good. If you were going to take a trip of any distance, you took the train.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And these were designed to meet you at the station
Oh, okay.
and take you and your luggage to your hotel or whatever.
Station wagon. Okay, that makes sense.
That's where the name station wagon
Wow.
came from.
Okay, it's good history.
Then later on, a lot of them became huckster.
Okay.
They were filled back in with produce or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They had curtains they could put on there if it was real bad weather.
Right, right. Okay. That's some good history there. A lot I didn't even know. Oh, okay. Bill, you know your stuff.
I know. I'm familiar with these cars, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
I enjoy working here, though. I really do.
Yeah. I know I would.
I like cars.
Yeah. So do I. Okay, so this is another.
This is a 1947 Mercury Woody.
Okay.
This is a really nice car.
It's a whole lot of car too. It's big.
It's a nice car.
Yeah. Beautiful.
I love the look. I like people to see the headliner in it.
Okay, let's take a look. I'm gonna turn the light on. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
It's like wood lattice.
Yeah, that's why they have this rubber up here to protect it.
Right. Okay.
And Barry told me the man that owned this car before it became a show car, this was faded real bad.
Okay.
And the wood was really showing its age.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, he said, this is the original color, but it's not the original paint.
Okay.
And he said the man couldn't make the paint shine anymore.
Right. Right.
So he had this replaced. I don't know what it cost him, but it cost a lot. He had all this wood refinished.
Right.
And then he had it repainted, same color. And in the process, he lost $1,000 in value.
Oh,
But it's no longer original.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I like it the way it is.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
it's beautiful. That's a big car. Okay. It's beautiful. Okay.
Then this is a 1948. This is convertible, Mercury convertible.
Yeah.
This is also a beauty.
Yes, it is.
This car has won quite a few awards from what I understand.
You know, when they made these cars back in the day, it was like art, you know, the way they were made.
Yep. This is a 47. So this was right after the end of the war.
Yeah.
And there's not a whole lot of difference between this and a 41 Mercury.
Right, right.
Same way with that wagon. And then in 1949, the Mercury had a big change.
Yeah, it took them a while to change all the dyes and all that after the war, because basically car production pretty much stopped during the war.
Exactly.
Because they were building other things, planes, and, you know.
Yeah, they were doing a lot of other stuff.
Yeah. Look at the wood grain dash there.
Oh, notice, take a look at this. See the heater?
Oh, yeah.
Heaters were an option.
Yeah,
They weren't standard equipment like they are today.
Right, right. Wow.
I don't know what to use.
The things that you take for granted nowadays.
I know.
You know?
I laugh because I remember years ago when you used to look at car advertisements for used cars.
Yeah.
It would have R&H there.
Okay.
That meant radio and heater.
Right, right.
Today, they don't even bother to say that. Everything's got it.
Yeah, yeah. You know, like power windows. Now, most of the time, they don't even say power windows because it's, you know,
This is another rare one.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
This
Eliminator.
This is a 69 Mercury Cougar Eliminator. When I first came to work here, I asked Barry, I said, who put those stickers on there?
Yeah, the Boss 302.
Well, he straightened me out in a hurry.
Right.
They did make them with the Boss 302.
Okay.
But they only made 169.
Wow.
And the other thing is, they only painted 18 Cougars this color.
Wow. This is
Competition
rare.
orange.
Wow. And it's a beautiful color.
It is. It really is an eye catcher.
Yes, it is.
We get a lot of comments on this car. Well, actually, all it is a slightly upgraded Mustang.
Right. Yeah, it's nice. Okay. Let's take a look at the interior. It's nice black.
Oh, it is.
Wow. It looks very comfortable.
Yeah, it's, well, Mercury was was that car in between Ford and Lincoln.
Right.
This one here is not a real Cobra.
Okay, kit car.
It's a replica by this company here.
Okay.
Now what they found out is this company back in the 1980s.
Contemporary Cobra. Okay.
They found out these bodies were available from England.
Oh, okay.
So they started importing them.
Right.
And they look like a 65 or a 66.
So somebody had them in an old closed down factory.
Yeah, but the original Cobras were actually aluminum.
Yes.
These are fiberglass.
Okay.
But then they would bring them over here, and if you look here,
all right, let's take a look.
They have, I call it a menu, how much they would charge you, say, the construction and assembly details, $6,100.
Oh, wow.
But it shows you everything they do and what they would charge you for it.
Yeah.
It's almost like a menu.
$6,100 was a lot of money for back then,
That was a basic, yeah.
Yeah.
But here, if you look here, this is a picture of original Cobra.
Right.
They had a roll bar and a
mini
headrest.
roll bar. Yeah.
This people didn't go for that on this one.
Okay.
But they did. It is a 427 side oil.
Woo! Boy, they really stuffed that in there.
Barry says this is a handful.
I bet.
He says you can't relax.
Yeah.
For a second when you're
keep
driving.
both hands on the wheel.
Yep.
Wow, that's nice. Dual carburetor. Okay.
Yep, that's
beautiful.
You have to wear goggles when you drive it.
Yeah. Okay.
The only thing it does well is go fast.
Yeah.
Other than that, there's nothing to it.
Right. Does it stop good? That's the important thing. You go that fast, you want to make sure you can stop, right?
You sure do.
Yeah.
Don't start it if you can't stop it.
That's right. Okay.
But I think it's just brakes all the way around.
Okay.
That helps.
Yeah. Okay.
The next one here, this is one of the more valuable cars in here.
Yes. Yeah.
This
GT
one is
500.
it's a GT 500. It's got a 428 in it.
Okay.
It's got a 4-speed. It was a Canadian car.
Okay.
It came out of Canada.
Beautiful.
And we get people come in just to see this car.
Yeah, I could see.
It's won a lot of, this is another one that's won a lot of awards.
Did it ever make it onto a magazine or anything like that?
Oh, yeah.
I bet it did. Okay.
Right here, here's a cover of Canadian Classics.
Okay, good. Wow.
But there was a guy in here, came in here one day from Ohio. And he's another car collector, and he knows Barry. He knew his car was in here. And I showed the car to him. We pushed it out here, and he took pictures in.
Yeah, yeah.
He said, this one sets the bar.
Right.
But one of the interesting things here, notice the hood doesn't fit right.
Okay.
Also, if you look at it in the sun, you can see it's warped.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
The hood is fiberglass.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's not a Ford item. It's a Shelby only item.
Okay.
So I asked him about that. He says, don't do anything with that.
Okay.
Leave
Yeah, you don't want to touch it.
As is. He said,
Yeah.
that's the way they were.
Right, right. Okay. It's beautiful. Yeah, that's got to be worth a pretty penny.
Oh, it's a, like I said, it's, Barry said 600,000 to 800,000.
Yeah.
This would be a 67.
67.
I gotta
okay.
check the numbers sometimes. I get
No,
confused.
that's, yeah, okay.
This one here's also a 67. That's the GT350. This has
Okay.
got the small block engine.
Right, right. That's what made the difference between the 5 and the 350 was the big block and the small
Yep.
block. Yeah, okay.
Believe it or not, I had 3 Mustangs in my life. I had a 68 Mustang Fastback.
Okay.
I had a 74 Mustang II. Remember them?
Yes, yes.
That's an old story, but I had one of them.
I'm not going to say anything.
And then when I sold my garage in 2013,
Yeah.
I bought an old man's car. He bought an 05 Mustang, which is a new style. It was the first year for the new style.
Yeah.
And it had he had everything possible on that car.
Yeah.
And he only had like 11,000 miles on it.
Wow. Okay.
And I bought it from him right after I sold my garage.
Okay.
And anyhow, the funny part about it is all 3 of my Mustangs were this color.
Okay. That is an unusual color. What color is
Lime
that?
gold. On this one here, they called it lime gold.
Okay.
That's over here, lime gold.
Lime gold. That is different. It's beautiful.
All 3 of mine were that. I'll tell you what, that 05,
Yeah.
if I'd have been about 25 years younger, I'd have got in trouble with that car.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I'd pull into a gas station, and girls were all over that car.
Yeah. I had a 67 that I had restored. They call it, the paint was a candy apple red brandy wine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was nice. I had it for a few years and I sold it. I do miss it.
This is Acapulco blue.
Okay.
That's another really pretty color.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a GT500 KR car,
Okay.
which stands for King of the Road. You know
King
that,
of the
right?
Road, yeah.
And other than that, you didn't get anything.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Wow. Phew. That is beautiful.
and then this was a regular this is 68, which I knew that. But this is just a 500. It's GT500, but it's not a KR.
Okay. Another Shelby, of course.
And then this, Barry bought this one strictly because it was a convertible.
Okay.
And the really interesting part about it is, this car was originally Highland Green.
Okay.
Barry bought it knowing that. But when he got home, he said, they went over, I gotta wipe it down, looks like somebody was.
Yeah.
He was going over it. He said, looked to him like they did a pretty good job of painting it.
Okay.
So at that point, he thought there's no sense repainting it again. They did the door jams and everything.
Right, right.
So he left it alone.
Okay. Yeah, this one sits lower to the ground than the other ones, I noticed.
It's down a little bit,
Yeah,
yeah.
a little bit, yeah.
And this one here, this is really fascinating here.
Yeah, yeah.
This one came out of Miami, Florida.
Boy, he's got a lot of Shelbys.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And he went to Florida, and he does every year. And he heard this one was for sale.
Okay.
So he went to look at it, and he liked it. So then he said, but the one thing he didn't like, he said, it had a real cheap set of mag wheels on it.
Okay.
and out tires. He said it looked like it just rolled out of Pep Boys.
Okay.
So he said, now we're going to negotiate, you know. So he said to the man that owned it, he says, it's going to cost me $1,000 for the 4 wheels that belong on that car.
Okay.
Plus tires.
Right.
And the man had it in a climate-controlled garage. He told Barry, he said, no, you don't. They're upstairs. They are the original tires.
Wow.
It's the original wheels and the original tires.
Yeah, yeah.
This one here,
bias ply.
if you look at the R at Goodyear.
Yeah, yeah, bubble.
Yeah, and it's split. That one there goes down once in a while. I got to pump it up.
Right, right.
But you can see there's hardly any wear on them.
Nah.
He took them off right after he got it because he wanted to drive it and he wanted to keep all the original stuff.
Good, good.
And it's got like 60,000 miles on it. That's the original paint. It's never been wrecked or anything.
Wow, no kidding. So this car was driven and loved, and you know, just like any other car.
Barry said the man really took care of it.
Yeah, it is beautiful. I know I keep on saying that about these cars, but...
That's a 1969, actually built in 69, but it's a 70 model.
Okay.
And then, of course, the next one is Barry's.
Okay.
And I think he just, put that, and that's the newest car in here.
Okay.
That's a 2009.
Oh, righty.
And then this, I wondered about that.
Not legal to operate on streets, roadways, and highways.
Right. It is now.
Okay.
I had, that really caught my eye because I seen it had inspection stickers on it.
Right.
Well, I had my own garage for 30-some years. I knew you couldn't get that if you didn't have a registration.
Right, right.
So it had to be registered.
Right.
And come to find out is, you could buy this car from Ford and everything would be okay.
Right.
But you could take it back to Shelby and they would tweak it.
Okay.
And maybe give you a couple hundred extra horsepower.
Okay.
Then the EPA caught on. And what he would have to do when he was done, take it back and have it recertified.
Okay.
Once he did that, as you can see there.
And that cost some money.
Well, that did cost some money, but once he did that, then it was okay to sell it.
Okay. Wow. All right.
That's
KR. All right. Beautiful.
Then we got a 57 Thunderbird.
All right. That's a nice blue.
It is. That looks sort of like the one that was on American Graffiti.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Good classic there.
Yeah.
My wife loves these Thunderbirds.
My wife does too.
Yeah.
My wife likes this one a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it is nice.
I think the color attracts her.
Yeah, the blue with the blue top. That's beautiful. With and white interior?
Yep.
Okay. Very pretty. Step back and catch the front of that.
It's got a 312 in it with a 4-barrel. It doesn't have the supercharger. Although you can get a Paxton supercharger on them.
Nice. It gets up and goes, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay.
Then we get down. We have some
more bikes. Harley.
These are Harleys. This is 1917. That's a 1920.
Wow, they're
beautiful. At that time, that was the only color they offered.
Yeah.
And if it was shiny like this, with the pinstripes, that was for civilians.
Okay.
If it was dull, it was for military.
I was ready to say that looks like a military color.
Yeah, the only color they offered.
I think they call it like olive green, right? Okay. All right. And then we got another.
Well, this one here.
Reading Standard. Huh.
Came from the Reading Standard Bicycle Company.
Okay.
In Reading, Pennsylvania. That's where it was built.
Okay.
And that one's got the acetylene.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Wow.
This one here, somehow or another, it made its way from here to Australia.
Okay.
And now it's back.
You know, they're just beautiful.
Oh, they are. They are. It's fun to look at them.
Yeah, yeah.
And this one here, this one came out of a church.
Okay.
The church in Lancaster has a little shop. They teach kids how to do this kind of work.
Okay.
So the kids built this car, and they painted it and everything.
Oh my God, really?
They did a beautiful job.
Yeah.
Now the color is not the original color.
Right.
It's called octane red.
Okay.
Do you know the new Challenger you see on the road today?
Yeah, yeah.
It's one of their colors.
Okay.
If you look here,
Beautiful.
they did the complete job. Door jambs and everything have been painted. So it looks like it was the original color.
Beautiful.
You know how people paint a car and sometimes you open the door and find out it's an entirely different color.
Pistol grip shift.
Pistol grip 4-speed.
Yeah. Wow, that's
It's got a
beautiful.
340 engine on it.
Yeah.
But I would call this a mild street machine.
Yeah.
Aftermarket wheels. It's got slapper bars on it.
Yeah.
It's a 73, so originally it had those big ugly crash bumpers.
Right, right.
They took them off and put regular bumpers on it.
Nice. Beautiful.
It's got a 340 and it's been worked pretty heavy.
Right.
It's got aluminum cylinder heads on it and intake manifold, and this worked over pretty good.
Yeah, they did a good job, that's for sure. Must be fun to ride this thing.
That one over there, that hot rod, Barry built that himself.
Oh, okay.
And that's a neat car.
Yeah.
It's got 502 cubic inch, 500 horsepower.
Yeah. 502. Look at that thing stuffed in there. My goodness.
And when he did it, if you look at the back tires, they're that fat.
Yeah.
He's got a backup camera.
Oh, cool.
He's got a
All right.
GPS.
He made it modernized.
Yes, he did.
That is great.
Not only did he have a 500 cubic inch, 502, he also had a 200 horsepower shot of nitrous on it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And he almost hurt himself with this car.
I bet. No wheelie bars, huh?
No, that's what almost happened.
Yeah.
Almost went over backwards.
Wow, yeah, I bet. Yeah, when those tires grip on, the car's going to want to launch.
And this one here is another very rare car.
Okay.
If you look at it, it's satellite coupe.
Okay.
It's got a 426 Hemi.
All right.
Right
Nice.
from the factory. It's all numbers matching. It's got a 4-speed transmission, manual trans,
Okay.
and a Dana rear.
Oh, nice.
And this is what we call a sleeper.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks. It does not look like it should have that.
Yep.
It looks more like.
It must have surprised a lot of people on the road.
Yes, it sure did.
Yeah, I bet.
It looks like something your grandfather would draw.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they only made 1,860 satellite coupes
Okay.
like this.
Rare.
And there's about 5 different engines you can get.
Okay.
So how many had a Hemi in them? It's very rare.
Right, right. Wow. What is the color?
I don't know what that
Okay.
color is.
Yeah, it's different. It's nice.
I call it a sort of almost a cinnamon color.
Yeah, yeah. With the white top, it really.
Right. It's very
Good contrast,
plain.
yeah.
It's very ordinary looking.
Yeah.
Now, of course,
All
this
right.
is a Cobra
Okay.
Torino.
Oh, all right. Wow, Cobra Torino.
And it doesn't have the big block in it.
Yeah.
It's got a small block. It's got a 351 Cleveland in it.
I don't think I've ever seen a Torino Cobra
Yep.
before. They must be pretty rare.
Yeah. You see the Cobra there?
Yeah, yeah. Boy, I love the stance on the car. It's beautiful.
And then behind you is a 33 Ford.
Okay.
That one there
Nice
is
black.
is what street rods have evolved into.
Right, right.
That one's got a small block Chevrolet in it,
Okay.
which gives it plenty of horsepower. It's got like 400 horsepower.
Okay.
It's got automatic transmission. It's got a Ford Mustang 2 front end under it.
Okay.
There's an independent suspension.
Okay.
Back end is a Jaguar.
Yeah, I was just going to say that because I looked through the wheel and I noticed the
There's no drum out there.
Yeah.
It's a Jaguar.
I was going to ask about that. Okay.
Now inside,
Oh, okay, nice.
it's got a custom design seat.
Look how comfortable that is.
It was designed to replace the original seat,
Right.
give you a little bit more room. It is an automatic, but that's a retro shifter.
Okay.
Car has air conditioning, has heat, power steering,
beautiful.
power brakes, power windows, power door locks.
All right.
Just like a modern day car.
Yes, yes. That's nice. With the Greyhound on the hood there.
Yep.
Beautiful.
1933.
I love the black paint. Beautiful. With AC, you said, right?
Yes, it has air conditioning on it. It has all the amenities of a new car.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
Then we got 396. This is a 68 Camaro with 396, 375 horsepower.
Okay. Convertible.
Right.
That green
Yep.
exterior.
I think this, I forget whether he has that on here or not. British Racing Green.
Okay. You got the rally stripes. The hideaway headlights.
Right.
Okay. So it's the SSRS. Okay. I love that interior.
Yeah, it's
Very nice.
got the houndstooth inserts.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
And the next one, this is an original Z28
Okay.
with the 302 in it.
Tuxedo black? Okay.
That's the engine you see here. They rated it 290 horsepower at 5,800 RPMs.
Oh, okay.
This thing would go to 7,000 RPMs all day long.
Wow, yeah,
And then right here it says it was more like 400 horsepower.
yeah. Wow.
This is one of the best restorations of an engine in here.
Yeah,
The only thing that's going wrong is this is starting to
separate, yeah. Okay,
and so with the insulation.
yeah,
Other than that, they did a beautiful job.
yeah. Yeah, just a little, that's a, simple touch up. It's beautiful. I like the wheels they have on it. That's all original too, right?
Right.
Those wheels.
And then this is a pace car.
Okay. Another SSRS. Okay.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Good, thank you.
Nice white exterior.
You're welcome.
Orange interior.
Well, while you're in here, if there's anything I can do for you, just come and get me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Beautiful.
It was very nice.
Okay.
We got a 58 Impala. That's the first year for the Impala.
Beautiful.
What tickles me is if Barry did that, he put the 3 2s on it.
Oh, okay.
The Corvette valve covers.
Nice.
And the only reason he did that is because he could, and he had them.
Yeah, why not? You got it. You don't want to let it sit in a box somewhere, Might as well use it.
If you got the 348,
Yeah.
some of them had the 3 2 barrels,
Okay.
but he had 283 with 3 2 barrels.
Okay. Wow. That's a beautiful car. Okay.
And it sits next to a 57 Chevy, which is a very iconic car.
Yes.
This is a 58. it's great to see them next to each other because now you can really see the 58 was an entirely different car.
Right,
down to the frame. And the frame, it had an X-frame.
Yeah, they went to the 4 headlight system.
Everything was completely different.
Right, right. Yep. They got rid of most of the fin in the back. It's got a little bit of flare in the back on the Impala. All right, this is a nice 57 here.
It is. We have the 55, 6, and 7.
Okay.
It's funny if you ask people which is their favorite Tri-5.
Yeah.
Ask 10 people, 4 of them are going to say 55. 4 more are going to say the 57, and 2 are going to say the 56.
Right.
But I like all 3 of them.
You got what?
I said I like all 3 of them.
Me too. Me too. Yeah, definitely. They're like one of my favorite cars, the 57. The Bel Airs, you know.
Yep.
55 through 57.
I'm not sure exactly, but I think at one time this was Barry's wife's favorite, 56.
Okay.
He and I belonged to the same car club.
Okay.
And at different functions, I saw him and his wife come in. They always had this car.
Okay.
With the top down in the summertime.
What was the car club you were in?
Dragon Wagons out of Honeybrook, Pennsylvania.
Okay. Okay.
It's an old club.
Yeah. Yeah. They're still around?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was first started in 1957.
Yeah.
And it went dormant for quite a while. But people managed to keep the name alive and so forth.
We had, near us, we had the Time Bandits.
Time Bandits, that sounds...
Yeah. Yeah, it was Time Bandits or Time Machines. I think it was Time Bandits.
Yeah, there was a guy in here last week one day. He was from York.
Okay.
He belonged to the Motor Menders.
Okay.
And they were an old club from 1957 or 56 it was formed.
Wow. Okay.
He said they kept it alive for about 20 years and all of a sudden brought it back to life.
Okay, good. It's nice to see those clubs come back,
Oh, it is. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it.
Because you want to keep these cars alive, you know. That's very important. Okay.
Now, these are Packards.
Yeah.
Ooh, that one there is a 1931.
31.
This one's a 1930.
Okay, let's go with this 31 here.
This one here.
That's a long car.
Yeah.
Thank God I got the wide lens here.
It's got, I think it's 50 or 60,000 miles on it.
Oh, okay.
So this is more utilitarian than that one.
Right.
This, I think, I'm not sure if they didn't come out of the same factory. Or the same family.
Okay. Oh, all right.
That's
a nice travel trunk in the back.
Yeah, Barry just found that trunk somewhere and he bought it.
Yeah, it's in good shape. It's beautiful.
This one's got quite
a nice addition.
Got mohair interior.
Okay.
And as you can see, the little jump seats in it. Okay. So you could actually put 3, you could have 5 people back here.
Wow.
And then you can have 3 in the front. So it makes this thing, you could conceivably with the driver have 8 people in it.
Wow, nice. I like the rope that they have in the back of the, the seat.
Yeah, there. Yeah.
I guess that helps you get in and out, right? It's like a handle.
These things are actually trucks.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been underneath them and you can tell it looks like a truck.
Does that center come down in the seat? Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, you can put that down and have an extra armrest if you only have 2 people.
Wow. They thought of that all the way back then.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, if you look there, see that over there?
Okay.
That is for a vase. You can put a vase in over there.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay.
And over here...
I seen that in the movies,
Yeah.
Okay.
If you look here, you can see there's a cigar lighter.
All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
So we have to believe that this one, the family road, they used this one.
Right.
And this one only has 49 miles on it.
Oh, okay.
The one in front. So they only used it for special occasions.
Yeah, yeah.
Weddings.
Look at the headlights on this car.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, my goodness. It's art,
Yeah. Well, when the chauffeur parked it, he could look down here,
Okay.
and if they were shining, he knew the headlights were still on.
Oh, okay.
That's what-
Indicators.
yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So he'd turn the headlights out so he would still start when he got in.
Wow. Gosh. And this one is a convertible.
This one only got 49 miles. This is a chauffeur car.
Right. Okay.
So the family rode back here.
Okay.
It's all leather interior.
And they had their own little windshield there.
Right.
Beautiful.
Well, these were works of art. There's no doubt
Yeah,
about
exactly. Exactly.
it. The sad part about it is there weren't that many made because it was the height of the Depression.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, people were already hurting, and with the price tag on these cars, it
Well,
must have been
Barry likes to tell people if you were lucky enough to have a job,
right.
you were making maybe $1,500 a year.
Yep.
A year.
Yeah.
These were selling for $5,000 or $6,000.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So there you go. There's a few years right there. Yeah, that's the truth. Look at that. Man, I hope this does it justice, because this is a beautiful car.
Well, I don't know whether you've messed around with cars lately or not, where if you try to get any chrome plating done, it is super expensive.
Yes,
if you can find somebody to do it. And I would say between this package, the chrome that's on this package, is probably over 10,000.
Yeah, I can believe it, because look at that grill. That grill itself with the light bar, that's a lot of money.
Yep.
Beautiful.
And then there's, chrome is like everything else. There's different levels
Right, okay.
as to how much nickel and so forth you're going to put in it.
Right,
And of course, Packard only used the best.
right.
So I would imagine it would really be expensive.
Okay.
But I had people tell me that back in the days, they said you could always tell when a Packard was coming towards you
Okay.
because the grill looks like a tombstone.
yeah, okay. I can see that. Beautiful. All right. And then the ones that I missed were these three Vettes in the front.
This is a 54.
Okay.
53 was actually the first year,
Okay.
but a 54 is almost identical.
Okay.
It's got a 6-cylinder engine with 3 side draft carburetors on it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They actually had this making 150 horsepower.
Oh,
So
okay.
it really wasn't too bad.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
And-
because this is not really a big car,
No. And if you look at it, it's a very poor finish.
Yeah,
You can see the texture of the cloth and everything.
yeah.
I think my theory is this, that the Chevrolet had their foot in the water just to see what it was like.
Okay.
See if it was going to be popular. Because they knew in 1955 they were coming out with their V8.
Okay.
This would be a perfect platform for it. We don't have a 53, but the 53 and the 54 are identical.
Right.
And the poor quality of the body finish is typical.
Right. Yeah, you can see
They were-
light crack.
They were hand forming them.
Oh, okay.
They didn't know as much about them as they do now.
Right.
So then in 1955, they came out with the V8, and they said, we better do a better job if we want to sell these things.
Yeah. Right.
What they did, they started pressure forming them,
Okay.
and it's a much, much better finish.
Oh, okay. You're giving me some good history here.
Well, also, you could still get the 6-cylinder if you wanted it. So if you saw one of these on the road, it had the gold V.
Yeah.
I told you it was a V8 car.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice.
This one has a V8 in it. The last time I opened the hood on this one, I had trouble.
Okay.
So I don't want to do it now,
No, that's fine.
but I'd like to show it to you, but it's got the V8.
Okay.
But it's very well detailed. It's a nice car.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Also, this is at the end of 1955 model year. up until then, the only thing you get was a power glide.
Okay.
This one has a power glide. See a little rinky-dink shifter.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But towards the end of the 55 model year, you can get a 3-speed manual.
Okay. Yeah, the Power Glide was the 2-speed. Mm-hmm. And they used the 2-speed, the Power Glides, on the short track quarter-mile races because it would just wind up so fast. And
drag racing.
Yeah, drag racing.
Drag racing. You can now build an entire Power Glide.
Okay.
Case and everything.
Right.
And not use a single GM part.
Wow. All aftermarket.
All aftermarket.
Wow. And they probably have brand new cases and all that too?
They make new cases.
Oh, wow.
Also, they saw them off and they put different bell housings on them.
Oh, okay.
So you could build a Power Glide and put it behind a Ford.
Yeah, nice.
A lot of guys do.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you could put it behind a Plymouth, you know.
Wow. Okay. All right. All right, and we got the last one. This is the one that you said is your favorite, right?
Well, it's not my favorite. It's I call it ladies' choice.
Okay.
Because so many ladies love this car.
Yeah, yeah.
And you can see why.
Yeah,
it's a very attractive car.
Yes, it is.
I'd never be able to keep that upholstery that nice.
Yeah, yeah, it's beautiful. All right, so this upholstery has been reupholstered.
Yes.
It's
but
beautiful.
That's the original style. I mean, that's the original, everything's original type.
Yeah.
But it is a beauty.
Oh my God, yeah. Did they even have like the speakers like that back then?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
This is the first time I got this close to one. All right.
Yeah, that's a really pretty car.
Yeah. Yeah, you look at the front and the back are both beautiful, you know. Usually you'll have a car that have a beautiful front end, but the back would be like, it's like, they gave up on the back, you know. Okay.
I saw an advertisement for that movie, Barbie.
Yeah, yeah,
She had one.
Right,
pink and white. On the advertisement, I saw it.
Yeah. Okay, and I guess this is the last one here.
This is a 57 also.
Okay.
We have two 57s.
Yeah.
This one has a fuel injection.
Yeah.
And power windows, like I was telling you.
Right.
57 was also the first year that Chevrolet offered a 4-speed and a 4-speed manual transmission.
Okay.
They offered it at the beginning of the year, then immediately yanked it.
Okay.
And that's why this one, I think, has a 3-speed in it.
Beautiful.
And the reason they took it out, they were having troubles with it. And they didn't want any more trouble with it.
Right, right.
So Borg Warner supplied the 4-speed.
Okay.
And they finally got it fixed. And it depends on who you talk to. Some people tell me April, others tell me July of 57 it was available.
Okay.
This one has a 4-speed.
All right.
This one has carburetors, but it's got a 4-speed in it.
Beautiful car.
It is.
Okay. So what was that again?
They call this Venetian red.
Okay.
But if you look at it, it's orange.
Yeah, yeah. Yep. Okay.
But it's a pretty car.
Right.
They all are.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's hard to pick out a favorite in here.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yep.
Okay, well, we have looked at all the cars here, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I have. This place, you got to check this place out. It's in Intercourse, Pennsylvania, approximately 70 miles outside of Philadelphia. You got to give it a try. It's beautiful countryside out here. Everybody out here is friendly. Just give it a try. If you're really into classics, this is a place that you should start. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.